the end of the month.
No, I like the way you transition. You transition from the food we saw at the caravan straight into the food we see.
No, we are
in the coming days.
Village Food Festival. Tell us about that. What should we experience on the 29th and 30th of March?
Well, there's a lot to experience. So the Heritage Month is like a full package sensory experience. So you're doing.
Oh, I love that.
You're doing the visuals from, let's say, Heritage Caravan, the tactile in terms of the things that you taste, you feel, and all of that. You're doing, Heritage Month takes you through all the 5 senses of the human experience. And you see, because the memory is created through the senses. Right. So you see how people talk about caravan, Then there are people who, they are quiet, but they have fantastic experiences enjoying the on-air series, right? They may not say much, right? But when you hear people talk about the on-air series, they're like, I didn't know this. I didn't know that.
Silent listener.
Exactly.
Silent.
Fantastic experience. Then at the end of the month, the big explosion is the festival, right? So in one place for 2 days, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day, right? We're going to have another full sensory experience where when you get there, there's going to be music. So we always talk about the food aspect, right? Yeah. But it's going to be music, there's going to be storytelling, there's going to be games, there's going to be, then the festival, the traditional, displays, all of that is going to be happening right there at the forecourt of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly downtown in Accra. And it's going to be fantastic. Now, foods from where? Foods from everywhere you can imagine. All the different kinds of dishes possible. Okay. And so everything from what you are used to, depending on where you come from, plus all the things that maybe you have dreamt of, your friends in school have talked about, that they used to eat at home and whatever else, you're going to see all on display. And available to you. Yeah. You just have to have cash to enjoy.
Frema says something, right? Said that, for a lot of people, we will say to them, come and relive, the village experience. But we forget that there's also quite a number of people who don't have that village experience at all. Yes, that's right? True. They don't even know where their village is.
What it's like.
Exactly. So for all of those people to come and experience it like from start, from scratch, and trust me, it's amazing.
Yeah. So typically what we do at a festival, we build sets that mimic village settings, right? You go to some particular vendor's stand and you see that the village, settings with the muchia set up and all of that, and the dancing, and all of those things. It gives you. I mean, when you are there and you're watching even the preparation going on, you have that feeling of what it was like if you grew up with your grandmother, for example, back in the village. It transports you back into that space, and you have that experience again. And for me, I mean, I've been to, I think this is the third or fourth experience that I'm having. Of course, we started with a bazaar, and then now we transitioned to a festival.
Fully blown festival.
Yes, with everything, So last year, there was the Bobobo troupe. That came, like a Voltarian troupe that came in, and they were actually outside of the forecourt of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, lined up and ready, and then suddenly the green light was given and they started trooping in. Look, people were just mind blown. Like, where did they come from? And it was a perfect arrangement, perfectly choreographed. But it's like everybody was in sync. And when he came in and when he finished, and there was a whole dance, it was just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
My highlight of the Back to Your Village Food Festival was, I think, from 2 years ago. The name of the vendor escaped me, but this is what happened to her. She brought her stuff, she was there quietly in the corner. It wasn't even a big space, some small puny space, Then she was selling. And to her, she thought she brought so many stuff. By 12 o'clock, she was sold out.
Wow.
12 o'clock, the thing was ending around 6. 12 o'clock, she was sold out. Now her dilemma was whether or not to go home,
group and come back.
And the 12 o'clock that she had sold out, she had met, she had over exceeded her expectations. If there's anything like that.
No, so
you know,
so
I know, Kweku, not, you know, she goes home, comes back, and still makes sales.
Yeah.
And it entered Sunday, you know, on Sunday when she was coming, she now prepared to like do double of what she did. And on Sunday too,
they sold out.
it was unbelievable.
Yeah. So I'll give you two examples. So 2 years ago, our first festival, Miss Bell was selling.
Okay.
Right? She sold out. Sent a team back to the restaurant to bring ready. So it's like as they saw that they were about to sell out, it prompted them to prepare more. And it was just for food and everything that comes with food. Went back and bought more, sold out. So now it was like, we can't just sit here
and do nothing.
And do nothing. So they now started to outsource and look for food from elsewhere to just make it up, and so that we can actually sell and do business to the end of the day. That's how serious it was. Now, for Abele was, you know Abele Delight?
Oh, yes.
So Abele Delight, this was again, it wasn't last year, I think it was also 2 years ago. So he came in with, you know, a whole stash and said, look, this is what we're going to sell. Hopefully, we'll clear all by the end of the day.
You didn't even